Hi, I'm Patrick Geary. This is my third cultural interview for General Psychology 2301 with Professor Kurt Johnson. Uh, my third subject, I chose to examine the cultural difference of ethnicity. He is a second generation Mexican American. His grandparents immigrated over. His parents were first generation. He is second generation. Uh, what I asked him about in terms of like stereotypes, one of the things that he talked about specifically was how there's like a required masculinity um, in his culture that he sees it a lot in like his brothers in particular, and he ended up like a lot of them ended up involved in criminal activity, and so, but that was almost like encouraged. Um, Occasionally, like borderline violence when it comes to defending your masculinity or defending your family. And that brings us to another thing: that family ties are incredibly important and something that needed to be defended, and generally by the man. So, uh, and those two things are kind of, I guess, ingrained in Mexican culture, according to him. And like, kind of why I asked, and he said more than likely it was just because like they're growing up in a place that doesn't necessarily accept them, so like they have to stay tight knit and close, and that's like the most important thing to defend. Um, in terms of other racial stereotypes, like negative ones in particular, um, he was saying like dumb or lazy is like something that's like bandied about, I guess, but that's mostly perpetuated, according to him, by white people as an idea to like, I guess, maintain like a level of social hierarchy. Uh, in terms of like impacts, he was closer in his family structure to like the his female role models, probably because he's gay, I guess. So he ended up with like a mothering, like instinct, like a nurturing instinct. He has a cousin who has a social condition, I guess, that doesn't allow him to be independent, and he kind of like swooped him up, took him up under his wing, and gave him a place to live. Lives with him. That gives him some level of independence, with but also allows him to still be okay and safe. Uh, in terms of his personality, if you're like in his circle, he'll fight tooth and nail to make sure that you're like defended. And if you say something against his people, assuming that you're not on the inside, there's plenty of infighting. That's how it goes. But if you're from the outside and you say something negative, yeah, tempers get lost very quickly. Anyways, thank you for your time, and bye.